I am actually sweating right now because of that, I'll be perfectly honest.
Wait, why? What do you mean?
It's just stressful, man. I wasn't expecting it. I was just hoping for a nice hungover Sunday, and then that happens.
Oh, I still have a parachute. I should give that back.
All right. Who wants to start?
Oh, I can put quickly. Everyone will see Bill 257.
You mind speaking up? Sorry.
I do mind. I don't mind. Bill 25762. It's going to be resolving redundancy issues in the San Andreas Penal Code. This adds or removes all the charges that we talked about yesterday. So we're going to be removing first-degree robbery, leaving without paying, possession of band of notes and small band of notes, and removing unauthorized operation of an off-road vehicle. We'll be adding failure to stop to the criminal code and the penal code, and we'll be adding battery of a government official, which, if convicted, the person will not lose their weapons license and will be able to continue working for Group 6. And that's it.
Love it. Hell yeah.
Junior kicked over the, let's say, collapse down grants related legislation. I just need to go in, clean that up, simplify it a little bit, and that'll be ready to go.
I got a question on that, by the way, Michael.
Please, yeah.
I've put in AMPs, grants, and subsidies. Do you want me to put anything else in there?
I would say the mechanic shop reimbursements. I would say
Agreed.
The EMS reimbursements.
Agreed. Yeah. Have like an article for maybe government related.
Yeah.
Section A, the PD stuff. Section B, the EMS stuff.
Probably food stalls too, if you didn't get that one. Basically, anything where they have to apply for money to the government, we should just put it all in one place.
All right, let me take that back off you then, because if I'm adding MOPEC, PD, and EMS shit too, it'd take a little bit longer.
Can you explain what that one is to me real quick, like a TLDR?
We're just taking all the individual pieces of legislation that have to do with applying for and receiving government money and putting them into a single one.
Okay. I know you and I were talking about the moonshine for the pharmacies. Is that going to be a part of it as well?
I believe that's up already.
Is it?
Drugs legislation. Yeah, so that was the first one that we did. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Well, the combined one, right? But are you, unless you're talking about, are you talking about something that, the thing you wrote up, or am I tripping?
Drugs, which was...
I think Jaycn wrote something up. I don't know if we ever pushed it. We might have. It's been a while. So
I'm looking on City Hall, and I don't see. Unified Controlled Substance legislation. It is there.
Right. So the one I'm talking about is where through Port Center, and I know things have changed with that the last week as well. We were going to subsidize the cost of moonshine. For the people
we haven't
making
done that yet.
The pharmacies. Yeah. Okay.
So
great.
we should. This would be the perfect time to do that. So Nino, effectively, what it is that for pharmacies to be able to produce, I believe it's OXY, right?
Yes.
It's not feasible for them to do it at break-even costs. So we had said that we would subsidize the cost so they can bring it to market through a pharmacy.
What is so break down for me why they can't, so I have a understanding of it.
You're better here, Jaycn.
Yes. So Billy and I sell our moonshine for $3,600 per crate. In order for the pharmacies to make any sort of profit, they can't buy it for more than $1,500 a crate. So yeah. So for both distilleries and the pharmacies to make a profit, we had spoken about doing a subsidy like MOPEC through.
No, we're not. We can't do that.
Center.
And this isn't like a matter of wages. It's strictly
cost of production.
Ingredients. Exactly.
Yes.
So the cost of production, is it too much because you can get it cheaper on the street?
Jason?
So the stuff
Like
you
the
get
end
on
like
the
Oxy.
street,
Yeah.
right? For Oxy, the stuff you get on the street uses the not good moonshine. It uses the cheap moonshine, whereas the pharmacies are trying to use the legal moonshine, which cost additional to the street Oxy.
You can use either, right?
You can use either, yes.
Is a concern that people are going to buy it illegally if it's not cheaper?
Yes, because they want to use make sure their product is as good as possible to be selling through the pharmacies. They want to buy the legally regulated moonshine, but that is more expensive than the stuff you can make in the sewer.
Okay. What could you find out what the cost of a, like, do you think you could put together some numbers for us? Like, so that we can see like, okay, this is what's coming in. This is what the Oxy would end up. This is what it's selling on the street for. Cause like, I think part of like, as I'm kind of like thinking through this, if people, doesn't it kind of make sense that a legal Oxy would be cheaper? You get what I'm saying? But I don't know, like, how bad the, like, it'd be good for us to see the numbers. You know what I mean?
I will see what I can put together.
Yeah.
I think I see what you mean, though, that, you know, these two Oxys are not in competition with one another, effectively, right?
They are, but they're not. They are, yes.
And I think another concern is people with the prescriptions are paying for the prescription to like receive the prescription and then also paying for the Oxy.
Why are they paying for a prescription?
Their doctor appointments, I guess, cost money from what I've been able to see with the sheets that have been provided to me.
Really? Okay.
That's what it appears to be, yes.
I think we need to have to come to kind of like a full-blown conclusion on it. I think we need to know what the numbers are and what the full process is like. And I think that way, because there's a couple things, right? One is how much dramatically is the subsidization needed? What is like the estimated volume? What is the cost to the county? So we have a full breadth of information as to what's going on. Because because I imagine legal Oxy is going to cost more, right? Versus some dirt on the street, even though people may not, you know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, I think if we can get the numbers and like how much is a doctor's appointment, this and that, it makes us to make a bit more of a holistic decision.
Okay. I can start working on that then.
I also don't know if I want to get in the business of doing another MOPEC thing for fucking drugs.
I guess my other question would be, is it feasible for SAMA to subsidize this?
I think we should first question whether it even needs to be subsidized.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like if it's like $100,000 versus 1,000, right? Then sure. But like, you know, knowing the numbers, I think is important.
Yeah.
There's a reality too, is let's be honest here. Who needs Oxy? Legally. There's probably a handful of folks, but like to the point of like, do we want to be subsidizing it?
I'm going to want like a 3 to 6 week script for Oxy. Right?
Oh, that is true.
So. All the Oxy.
Just buy it all.
I should.
Yeah.
You should, yes. Yeah, I don't know who all has prescriptions currently, but I can see it being useful for like hunters and lumberjacks that are up there and have the possibility of falling off mountain.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think we need to understand that so that we can fully speak to it, so that this doesn't come off like we're just kind of like, we want to make sure our shit's in order so we can speak to it if it comes up. Because that's going to cause some, I can see that causing friction the moment that thing hits.
Right. Okay, I will put together some numbers. I'll be reaching out to some people. So give me a couple days for that.
Yep. I do like where your head's at though, with the Sama thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they do need to pay for it. Why are they charging doctors? Wait a minute, is that even legal?
I don't think doctors can charge for appointments.
That's what I was thinking
privatized
too.
Healthcare, right?
And I
That's
thought
what
I'm pretty sure equally that prescription drugs may be covered by that too.
I will reach out to Dr. Perry and Jamie? Jackie.
Jackie Legs. Yeah.
Why do I always try calling him Jamie? Okay. I'll reach out to the two of them because the papers that they provided was like prescription cost $5,000. So I don't know
it's
if
a
they
lot.
just prepay for the
Subsidies are a headache.
What? Because that was kind of confusing to me. So I will reach out to them and get clarification.
Here's something that's like very dangerous. Jaycn does moonshine. She also does the pills. She also is getting a subsidy. We need to separate it.
So the Constitution says people have a right to health services.
That's something that I need to bring up.
Health care.
Just haven't had the chance yet.
And I mean, I would
because
make
at a certain point, yeah, there's Billy and her, but they've got all this stuff going. It doesn't really make any sense.
Anyways,
yeah, because we need to be producing for people, not.
Yeah, I'll get clarification. You know? I'll put together some numbers and let everybody know what I find out.
Easy.
Perfect.
All right. Anything else, Michael, for legislative stuff or Jaycn? Then we'll move on to Junior.
No, I think I'm good. I'm just waiting on Signy to get back the condensed business legislation, and we'll get Juniors and Signy's packaged up for early next week.
Beautiful.
Speaking of Signy, by the way, so I think the polls are up.
They are.
Yep. As of yesterday. I'll put out another announcement.
I guess I'll say that if there's anything that's extremely urgent, you should get it on my plate and a day tomorrow at the latest to make sure I can have it done for Wednesday. All right, Junior, go ahead.
Couple of things. First thing, Michael, is that we spoke a little bit about this earlier. Do you think we could have a submit a form thing on the Los Santos website for moonshine?
Oh, for moonshine?
People, so people can submit their sales.
Absolutely.
Think it's a good idea?
It's like the monthly report that they're supposed to send. Yeah. We can do that easily. Yeah.
Rather than just doing it like, fucking texting it through people and then shit being all fucked with that, just doing it through the form. I think it's just the safest way, and then we got a record of it, right?
Yep. I can do that as long as you can socialize the link and explain to people how to use it. That's fine.
Yep. Well, there's two people to explain it to, and one of them's in the circle. So.
Perfect.
Yeah, I have all my numbers. I just didn't know where to send it, so I just kept it.
Yeah. All good.
So,
all good.
Yeah.
Other thing, obviously, I'll work on the legislation stuff at the moment. Did Perry Watson speak to you about what she's trying to sort out with scraps at the moment and what's going on with that?
No.
So,
explain it. Go ahead.
There's someone's pushing sugar crack. Oh my, you're gonna love this, Nino. So, let's quickly talk about scraps. This is an important.
I'm already hearing Princess. So scraps is run by Blaine County.
It is, yeah.
Oh my God.
But
go ahead, please. Go ahead. Yeah, what's going on?
Scraps.
God
scraps
fucking damn it. Yeah.
Scraps has been explained to me as though it's an import business, right? So I've always treated it as effectively the border, where the person there that approves stuff is basically approving the product that's being requested from overseas.
Right. Like you can't start selling yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Bags of sugar crack. Right. Now, I called Princess about this, and I said, I'm looking at this legislation, and the people who are doing the approvals, the first line says they can't approve anything illegal. And she says, well, that's not technically true. And I'm like, that's empirically true. So we have a fundamental disagreement with Princess in terms of what scraps is. But to Junior's point, Perry has been battling the import of drugs through scraps. And I told her, yeah, I told her that the
brother,
actual,
what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
Like, so
Because it didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
I had a chat with Sean about it, right, and said, look, this is kind of happening. Like, I've seen some people with this shit, and he said, yeah, like this isn't like this is above our pay grade. I'll be perfectly honest. Like,
Wait, who said that?
Sean said that. That's like the people up above said the one thing you can't do there is drugs. Drugs are like a massive.
Yeah,
massive
of course.
do
because just context, the concept of scraps was actually made by our office, by the original Chamber of Commerce.
That is true.
Including how it works. And it was conceptually our idea, which I was more than happy that it went to Blaine County because we wanted the idea out there. But that was exactly a major piece. Because you don't want someone producing fucking rocket launchers, right? Or a bomb. Because, and I don't think it's something we should ignore because it devalues everything, to be honest. I think we subpoena.
So it's my understanding that the federal import logs are not FOIA-able. However, the people who are authorized to approve.
It is.
Well, I was told otherwise from the justices.
Yeah. No.
I'll take your word for it.
We can. Certain things might be more difficult to FOIA, but as long as it's got a lot of like value, it can be done.
Okay, that's good. What can also be done is the people who are authorized to approve have a record-keeping policy, right? So that could be FOIA'd or subpoenaed as well.
You have access to it, Junior?
I don't. No, I don't. We did used to fucking record all of them, and I said to Sean, why the fuck can we stop recording what we're approving? It's dumb as fuck, because some things are going to start sliding through the cracks. He's like, oh, yeah, people are just getting lazy. They can't be asked. I'm like...
Yeah, well, then you fucking fire them. What the fuck?
It's tough shit, bro. Like...
Oh, my Lord. These excuses, these baby back excuses, right? I'm going to stand on this hill. I'm going to die on this fucking hill. Things cannot... While we're in power, regardless what county it is, it doesn't go beyond us. We all got friends that do crime. Hell, maybe we do a little bit ourselves. I don't fucking know. However, things need to matter, right? And if the government is just like, fuck it. No. We're not going to stand by that. I'm not saying that someone needs to be ousted or impeached, but that kind of fucking mentality needs to stop, because it's like, that's the mentality we say, okay, you don't care, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Yeah. That's wild. Okay. So, Junior, it sounded like you had more information on this.
Yeah, so Perry Watson was very much the one kind of leading the charge. She said she hadn't spoken to Sean about it because she didn't want to conflict him. If I'm being honest, by the sounds of it, it sounds like it's not only a princess thing, it sounds like it's all of her in her cabinet just completely just fucking shit up. Like,
I wouldn't say her cabinet. A lot of her cabinet is pretty distraught and annoyed and feeling powerless. Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, surely that's just common sense. You don't approve drugs through the fucking scraps machine. Just makes
if there's no oversight, people will do what is convenient, and for them, it's a very selfish and entitled mentality to have. It's a San Andreas thing, right? And that's why those people shouldn't have keys to that kind of shit.
Michael, are they even allowed to fucking approve scraps as city council?
They are. We're not.
Okay.
Yeah, the Blaine County Mayor's office is. There was a time where the head clerk put out a posting that only clerks weren't allowed, but everyone else was. But that would have been unlawful. It went against legislation. But yes,
Well, it should have been resolved. Like, okay, let's say, and here's the thing too. Like, let's say someone convinced somebody that it's just sugar, right? Because people do weird shit like that, right? They say it's one thing or whatever, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. That could have happened, right? So the person that approved it may not have known any better. Maybe they did. It's hard to say. However, collectively, when you now know that that's a thing and it's not sugar, it's crack or whatever the fuck, right? Then what? And that's another thing, mind you, is that this kind of conversation of what is something out of scraps is the very reason why there's a fucking sign off. Is that if you say it's sugar, it's fucking sugar. It doesn't just magically turn into crack. It's words I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. That's disappointing. Anyways.
Yeah, so
we should talk to Perry about it, to be honest. You want to see if she's around right now? Did you give her a call?
Yeah, I'll give her a call.
That's
This
what her
is
and
not
I
how I
have.
wanted to spend my Sunday, but you know what? This is juicy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ballas gave me some crack that was made through scraps.
Which one?
That might have been it.
Oh, it was
Bro,
like 2 weeks
that's
ago. I don't remember which
insane,
ones it
man.
was.
Bro.
Well, it's probably KTB.
I mean, is there another set of ballers around?
Not
Yeah,
anymore.
there ain't around.
Oh.
Yeah, these kind of awkward situations
I guess
are
we come back
when
to some Monday,
scraps
but
was
other
first
than that,
discussed was meant to be
got nothing else
avoided
to
because
update
it's
you.
fucking dumb as shit. Like, if there was like an illegal scraps, right? Sure. But now it's like weird because you don't know, like, it's
Okay. Well, I
You
got
can't-
about half an hour before I gotta go.
Fuck. We will meet up because me and Michael got a chat about a business we're starting. So,
You're gonna be
Jaycn, I do need to chat with you as well. You're gonna be around for a bit?
I can be, yeah.
Okay, easy. I'm gonna give you a call as soon as I am freed up.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Junior, I'll be back around.
All right, easy.
Yeah.
All right. If I take too long, Jaycn, I can always send you an email as well.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
I don't want to. You know how it is, like fucking 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, like, it's Sunday too. Sunday's terror. Oh yeah, watch it back. Sundays we get targeted
We do?
by a terrorist. Yep. Man named as Yuri tried to blow up the dam last week. Oh no, tried to kidnap me last week. Ended up kidnapping Junior. Tried to blow up the bomb and the courthouse week prior to that, and prior to that it was some other shit. So. Which, by the way, Junior, I still need to hear the story. Fuck. Should get so busy. It's crazy. Do we want to take my car since we got a...
Yeah.
All right. Still got a mile left. Brother, holy shit. This is the best investment ever. Like, I'm not even cooked the next day, but, like, I feel fucking good. I think everyone's been wondering, like, why do I seem so hyper? I think it's just... It's not. It's my body's been off.
Yeah.
For the past, like, 2 years.
Once I'm upright, I'll join you.